Ken Hart's record. 312 games for the Crows. 8-time All-Australian, 3-time Best and Fairest winner, and of course Brownlow medalist in 2003. And Vanderberg with the job on Andrew McLeod. About to get underway, the first elimination final, Adelaide versus Hawthorn. On centre wing, and he delivers wide effectively, and the mark's taken by Osborne. A late replacement for McGlynn. Osborne decides just to drive it deep inside, attacking 50 at the back of head.
Lutton didn't commit. Look, he went to go and then stopped.
That's the trap of having a loose
side. Effective spoil. Bateman held without it. No free kick. Hawthorn fans don't like it. Mitchell somehow, well done, got it through to Ladson. Now here's an opportunity. Chip out wide to Lewis. He can kick a goal here, Jordan Lewis. Needs to measure it from 40. He does, and he goes. Hawthorn play.
It came about by the kick out, Luke. Had a lot of players in that area, and it was just a long kick out. It was a bit of old-fashioned kick out footy there.
Yeah, as you called, they had all their players in the middle of the ground. The Crows set up
and
there.
keeps going, and the bounce is kind. And here go the Hawks again. They're in the contest now. Lewis, good position. Too much strength there for Edwards. And Roughhead is out on the side of the ground that he would rather be.
Yeah. These guys are going to get on the scoreboard.
Still looking dangerous, aren't they?
This would really buoy the Hawks. It's kickable from 45. Looks okay. It looks very good.
It was a nice build-up. This had all happened when young Griffin got a kick in the middle by himself and just kicked it up the chimney, as I used to call it. And chimney kicks are very average things to receive on the forward line. So, and the Hawks were good enough then to run it out with good skills all the way down the ground.
Well, they've just got to keep presenting. Mitchell gets it to Crawford.
Another Adelaide forward in some ball. The Welsh cop one. And Mitchell breaks away and gives to Lewis. And Hawthorn are on the break here. Lead comes from Roughhead. That's where he's gone. That's a strong grab on a full ball.
But he actually looks as though he's got Rutten's measure at the moment, and maybe you'd almost make a change. Roughhead
for his second on the trot. He squeezes it home. The Hawks are right back in it.
Funny when a game starts sometimes and you can be playing in the competition, but everything just feels right, and you just think, keep getting the ball to me, and then you get a new opponent, and it can make life a bit harder for you. And no matter who it is, you'd almost like to see the change, and Rutten's good enough to then go and play and beat the next opponent.
Three of the kicks, though, Luke, has been absolutely spot on.
Griffin, Thompson, well tied up by Lewis. Strong player is Lewis, and that's a bad error by Shirley, falling into Hodges' back. The Hawks ball. Big 4 minutes of this quarter to come. Franklin has got it and has a chance to set things right here. Margin 7. Franklin cuts it to 1. And Shirley's worked his way forward, but stolen by Crow. Now Crawford, still got acceleration on old legs. Kick not the best. John Cock attacking it. Needed to be clean. McLeod gave it up. Roughhead. Goal. His third.
So around the ball carrier has been fantastic. And once again, John Cock almost, the Hawthorn pressure's incessant. And McLeod usually clean, got tackled, under pressure. So good forward line pressure there from the Hawks, and Roughhead, 3 goals.
See that Rick Ladson's got the job defensively on John Cock as a defensive forward, and also Richie.
Crawford chips short, taken by Birchall. Here's a long kick, uses it towards full forward. Franklin in front. Gee, did it brilliantly. Worked to the front, couldn't hold on, but he gets a second chance. Left foot snap is home. Goal to Franklin. So Franklin kicks his second, so they desperately needed that.
Yeah, they desperately did need that one, but every time the ball goes inside 50 and Franklin or Roughhead get an opportunity, it just feels like they're going to score. If they can win their fair share of the footy, get enough inside 50s, these two blokes will get the job done. The Crows have outplayed them in this quarter, but the margin's still there, and the Hawks are still right in this contest.
They can break through the middle here. Now it's Ladson, and now it's Birchall. Probing ball, and Franklin is at the end of it.
This is what we're forward.
And that's the ideal build-up for the Hawks. Run it through the midfield and kick it in long to a one-on-one. Perfect setup.
They've been good targets. He squeezes it home. They have 6 of Hawthorn, 7 between them.
Going to try and make it pay on the scoreboard. Now Franklin's put down off the ball. No free kick. Roughhead takes it. Got the handball out. Dixon back towards Franklin, and he's put down again. Franklin. This time he gets a free kick.
Go away, Go away, Richie.
No.
Well, there you go.
Don't know.
It must be on Dr. Blight's magic elixir.
Cramp. Must have been cramp.
Must have been. Anyway, Franklin a chance to kick his 4th from 50. Wouldn't this bring the house down? He drives it long. Is it straight? Yes! Go to the Hawks! Lance Franklin's kicked the last 3 goals in the game and is almost...
The way these guys are working at the moment.
And Roughhead, the one that put the pressure on there, resulting in this free kick. Dixon leads, ignored. Roughhead kicks it to a dangerous spot, 20 metres from goal. Oh, it's a mark to Campbell Brown. Hudson claiming he was pushed out of the contest. Riley's hurt.
Just while all that's happening, Buddy Franklin's been off the ground, and I would suggest a little word from the coach.
And so it looks like he's got his left arm strapped as well. So Campbell Brown, 25 metres, drop punt is good. 5 points in it.
Well, that's absolute reward. He did really get sandwiched here, got caught underneath the footy, and Brown's fallen awkwardly too. So fair income contested mark. But just reward for the Hawks. Persistence, 3.5, 4 minutes in their forward line. Well done.
Yeah, because it was an obvious free kick every time.
It's really just done.
Now Franklin. Disciplined kick is a pretty good kick. Bateman's up. He's come down with it. It's a beauty. Into the grave. Bateman and Hodge up together. Chance Bateman has Hawthorn within 1 point.
Well, I think we've got to go.
What a mark by Chance Bateman. They could have raffled at Hodge and Bateman. But he's put over the top of his teammate in the end, Ladson. So the Crows getting numbers back. He tries to pinpoint the pass and does it superbly to Hodge. Hodge, oh gee, kicks it wide, and the mark's taken by Crawford.
Is that a better result?
Well, I'm not quite sure why he did it.
It was the only reason I could think was perhaps the knee with the kick, but gee, it was interesting move because Crawford no closer. He's had a wonderful game, and he kicks the opening goal of the last quarter.
Geez, they look good when they change direction, Hawthorn. It's a risky play. Got to kick the ball perfectly to do it, but it just seems to set them up so much more effectively when they're going forward.
Gill, a loose player in defence, so forces Crawford to go wide, and he does with great effect. Mark taken by Franklin.
On the run, I've got no doubt.
Talk this stage of the game in the final. No problems. Sort of bloke could kick it.
He'll need to almost kick it 60 metres. Lance Franklin's kick 4. Thumping kick. Thumping kick. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. What a goal.
Of course he can.
This is just as good as you get in the game of footy. Malcolm Blight wanted him to play on and make it like a shot on the run, and look what he's done. That's carried 55.
Ends with Ladson, who jams it on the boot. 1 out contest. Hodge and Stevens. Hodges got it. Slips to Stevens' tackle. Couldn't get away from Goodwin, but got the handball over the top to Young. Deep in the pocket. Clinton Young. Clinton Young. Thank you very much. This was great from Hodge, Luke.
It was fantastic. He was outnumbered 2-1. He's just got such a strong body, Luke Hodge, and such a competitor. And Clinton Young, he's run hard and broke the lines today a fair bit, Malcolm, and looks as though he looks fresh. He's still running the lines really well, and that's an important goal.
This is just Glenn wants to play on. Has got Campbell running for him. The big man, Robbie Campbell, on with it quickly, and Franklin on the lead. Just the 15. But that's all it needs to be. It's 10 disposals, 5 goals too. This would bring the house down for goal number 6, and to put Hawthorn in front for the first time this afternoon. Lance Franklin's done it. The Hawks are in front. They've kept the ball for Dave Malcolm with one bounce. Kick towards half forward. Burton on his chest. 60 from goal. Overlap provided by Tawney. Loose player inside. He decides to blaze away, but he blazes away superbly. What a goal to Jason Tawney. The Crows back in front as Campbell Brown leaps from the ground. 4 points, the Adelaide advantage. Well, he had a loose player inside, decided to ignore it, but he did the job.
The drama, almost unbearable.
Just have a look at this goal from Tawney, Tim, but look at the commitment on the line from Campbell Brown. Do you think he's not trying hard, as you'd expect from him, but just smashes himself into the post?
Well, time ticking away.
Some tired boys out there at the moment.
There's enough time, you would think, for Crawford and Hawthorn to mount another realistic challenge. Ladson. Fans screaming. Oh, Franklin! You called it, Luke.
There it is.
Lance Franklin has marked 47 from goal. And long left. Just been the one goal in that time to Jason Tawney. Franklin's kicked 6. This to put the Hawks in front with just a few seconds left in the elimination final. Lance Franklin! Oh, what an inspiration!
Lucky 7.
Franklin's kicked 7, and Moran lead by 3 points.
Oh, the script's been written. What a centre bounce now. No matter what happens, we all knew that this lad had to roll.
Perhaps time has gone by the look of it. The Hawks know they've got it.
Can we talk to the coach?